morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it happens to be when you're watching this. Hi, hey, how are you? Hope everything's all right with you. It is currently 9 something, I can't see. 9:30 a.m. on April 24th, 2021 as I am live streaming this. When you watch this, it's most likely a different time. And I thank you for watching. I do hope all is well with you, and I hope you're staying hydrated. I hope you're getting plenty to eat or enough to eat, not too much. You don't want to overdo it. And I hope you're getting plenty of rest, not all at the same time. I mean, hydrated and plenty to eat, enough to eat. Sure, that could be at the same time, but plenty of rest, definitely a different time because you don't want to be like, I'm sleepwalking while I eat, or I'm meat walking, or whatever the heck that term is. uh, the belated birthdays for April 23rd, Lee Majors, who was on the TV series The $6 Million Man. He was also in, I think he was in the movie Big Fat Liar. I could be wrong. I remember Jaleel White was the Urculator in a scene where they were trying to get something. I don't know if that was the one with the Malcolm in the Middle kid and Paul Giamatti. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. Valerie Bertinelli, had a crush on her. Still do, I think. George Lopez, Joyce DeWitt, who was on Three's Company TV series with John Ritter and Suzanne Summers. Blair Brown, Barry Watson. I'm not quite sure who that is. Sorry. Looked familiar, and I put you up on top, so there was something there. John Cena, Cal Penn, Melina Canacaredes. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, or her name if she doesn't watch this. Then, if I mispronounced it, my apologies. Jamie King, Dev Patel, who was in Slumdog Millionaire 2008. Craig Sheffer, John Hannah, Judy Davis, who was in the Clint Eastwood movie Absolute Power. She was the one handling the cleanup for Gene Hackman as the president that something happened and whatever. John Oliver, Gabriel Damon, who was in RoboCop 2, 1990. He's done other things. He was the kid, the drug dealer kid that in RoboCop 2 that ended up loaning the mayor money in order to whatever, and then whatever. It's been a while since I've seen the movie. But Michael Moore, Alan Oppenheimer. I want to say he was on a few episodes of $6 Million Man as something. I don't remember. He looked like that guy. I could be wrong. Gigi Hadid, Dan Frischman, who was Artfred Ingid on Head of the Class TV series, 1986, 1991. He's done other things. I just don't recall what. Sorry. Excuse me. Part of my staying hydrated. Stuff. David Burney, Tim Blaney, and To the Late, Shirley Temple. Hervé Villachez, who was Tattoo on Gilligan's Island, and he was Knick-Knack in, was it The Man with the Golden Gun in the James Bond movie? He was the Knick-Knack, which was supposed to be like a mini-me to Odd Job, I think, was the play on that. I could be wrong. Hervé Villachez on Fantasy Island with Ricardo Montalban. He wanted the same size trailer as Ricardo Montalban, but it was shorter by a little bit just because the toilet was faced a different way. So it made his trailer shorter. not much, but it was just. But he wanted it because he felt the show couldn't be without him, and he was just as important. The producers said, and they brought in Christopher Hewitt, who ended up playing Mr. Belvedere on the Bob Euchre sitcom. The ratings dropped. I don't know if it was because people were tired of it or if the fact that Hervé Villechaize was no longer on it, but it pretty much happened at that point. So they wanted to bring him back, and I think he said, no, people love me and whatever. And I don't know if he went back or what, but I think the show was canceled after that season. So I don't think they brought him back. I don't. Anyway, Sandra Dee, Jan Hooks, who was in the Pee Wee's Big Adventure, where she was given the tour of the Alamo, and he asks, "When can we see the basement?" The Alamo doesn't have a basement. Sheila Gish, Kevin Meaney. Kevin Meaney was a stand-up comedian, and if you've seen the movie Big, in the office scene where Josh, played by Tom Hanks, ends up keep raising his hand, going, "I don't get it. What don't you get, Josh? It's a building. It's a robot that turns into a building. What's fun with playing with the building? Couldn't we like make bugs a robot that turns into bugs?" And then he kept repeating, "So the robot turns into bugs." That was his scene in the movie. He kept, so. Anyway, but he had passed away. Uh, William Shakespeare. That's not. No, that's not William Shakespeare. And Roy Orbison. Man, I miss him. He great singer. Just love listening to him sing, and when he was with the Traveling Wilburys as well. That was awesome. That was out of the top 100 of 1,291 for April 23rd. If your birthday was April 23rd, my apologies for missing it. I hope you had a wonderful day. Happy belated birthday. Party popper, party popper. Noise maker. I do hope all was well. April 24th birthdays. My brother, David. Hey, David. Happy birthday. I doubt he watches any of these. Michael O'Keefe, who was in Caddyshack. He was the golfer guy. Not the golfer. Golfer. Ah, the golfer. You got to. When you get if they play, if we kill the golfers. Not the golfers, you golf. The golfer. Oh, yeah, we can do that. Maybe we can. I know, that was a terrible John Wayne. Director Richard Donner. Kelly Clarkson. Cedric the Entertainer. Barbara Streisand. Shirley MacLaine. She passed away. I did not check. And I think she's still alive, which is why I include her in the. Aidan Gillen, or Gillen, Gillen. I think it might be Gillen. He's on Game of Thrones. He played Peter Littlefinger Baelish from 2011 to 2017. Rory McCann, who's also or was also on Game of Thrones. He was Sandor the Hound Clegane or Clegane. I didn't watch the show. I don't know how to pronounce it. 2011 to 2019. I'm going to mess up his name, and I apologize to Jimon Hounsou, DJIMON. Hounsou, HOUNSOU. Joe Keery, who's on Stranger Things. He plays Steve Harrington, 2016 to 2021. It may still be going into 2022. I don't know. This is still 2021 and stuff. Stacey Haiduk, Haiduk. I hope I pronounced that correctly. If I mispronounced it, my apologies. Eric Bogosian, Edward James Gage, Dawn Jones, who was in RoboCop 2, 1990, The Hunted, 2003, and she is currently married to Tommy Lee Jones of Men in Black. And I want to say she was also in Men in Black 2. Laramie Doc Shaw, Doc as a middle name, Shaw, last name, and Joe Giebb, Gieb. I think I pronounced his name correctly. He's like 4 foot, maybe less. I'm not sure. Um, I went in and saw what he was in, or what movies he appeared in. A mango. But I don't recall any of them. Sorry. This is out of the top 1,000, the top 100 of 1,296. To the late Jill Ireland, who was married to David McCullum, and then to Charles Bronson. Michael Parks, who was in Grindhouse, both of those movies from Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez. He plays the police officer in that. I want to say he was also in Tusk, starring him and the other guy. Written, directed, whatever, by Kevin Smith. Not one of his better movies, apparently. I still haven't seen it. Same with Yoga Hosers. It's like I want to, but it's like I don't want to want. You know. And to the late J.D. Cannon, who was Society Red in Cool Hand Luke, 1967. Paul Newman movie. That's why I always do this one. Tucker Smith, who was Ice in West Side Story, 1961. I always do West Side Story too. You figure James Bond movies, West Side Story, and Cool Hand Luke. I don't know why. And to the late producer, to producer William Castle. I want to say he was one of the producers behind Rosemary's Baby. And I'm not sure if I said, but that was out of the top 100 of 1,296. I think I did. And of course, if your birthday is today, April 24th, I didn't say October, did I? April 24th, 2021. Happy birthday! Noisemakers, and sparklers, and wee! Party popper, party popper. Every party needs a pooper. That's why we invited you. Sorry, it's still funny to me. 13 minutes, going on 14. I do hope you're having a wonderful day, even if your birthday isn't today, or was yesterday, or is not yet this year. I will hopefully get to it. If not, my apologies. I'm sure there will be a reason why I don't. But I will try if I am still ticking. I will wish you a happy birthday, not personally or directly, unless you were on the list of whatever from IMDb, which is where I get the names from the Internet Movie Database, imdb.com. I'm going to need to work on my book. I'm hoping I can get the artwork done. I hope that's being taken care of. I am Fremont Lee. The views and opinions in this video are the person saying it. That's me, Fremont Lee. Hey, how are you? I knew I was forgetting something. Thank you for watching. I hope your day is pleasant. Or if you're watching this before going to bed, I hope your day was pleasant. Take care. God bless.